First method, let's see question is 0.68 0.68 3 to 3 to one is this method, that is I can do it like this 0.73 x is equal to 1.6. Let's say you got this question. So what we do is first take out all these numbers. All at the top. What all numbers are there? What do you get? Point again 3 to 30.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah. So last class we had started with number system. Okay. Very basic of it. We saw one type of question mainly, that is conversion of non-terminating repeating decimal to P by Q form. This is the main thing that we had seen, and of course the classification of natural number, real numbers, although those. Okay. Now I gave you some homework that you have done. Okay. What are you getting? Answers? See, first one's answer should be 0.67832 bar. Next answer should be 281.31 I gave, no? So this is 27850 by 99. This is you are getting? Correct. Then third, yeah, third you should get 100 by 99. And fourth, what I get? Okay. Yes, so this is 1.068 bar. Correct. This only I gave, no? 0.53 bar plus 0.53 bar. Just, yeah, this. You're getting this? Huh? No, it was different. It was 0.53 bar plus 0.53 bar. This was the question. I think you have written the question wrong. Anybody getting this? You were getting this, no? Yeah. Okay. You have written the question wrong. Just try it once more. Yeah. First one. 61678. Okay, I changed the question. Yeah, 67832323 like this, no? Yeah. So this only. Okay, that's just a question. Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is 67154 by, yes, by 99. These are the four answers that you should be getting. Okay, last question. Some. Yeah, what? We can either write it in bar form or P by Q form. Yes, yes. In the options, in the CDS question, the options were given in bar form. That's why we have converted it to this. Okay. You can try it. If you're getting right in P by Q form, you will get to this also. Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah. So some people have written this question wrong. That's why they might not be getting this. Some people have written 53 bar plus 0.53 bar. So those are multiply kiya. Okay. So that is incorrect. This is different thing. You write them in same form, add them, you will get the answer. Now we'll move forward. This is our today's topic. If you have any doubt in all these 4 questions, just ask after the class. I'll see your attempt and tell you. Okay, so divisibility. Now, there are 2 terms that you need to understand here before we get to divisibility rules and all that. One is factors and other is multiple. What are factors? Factors क्या होते हैं? Which divides a number completely, or for example, if there is a number x and it divides y in such a way that it yields a whole number, we call it a factor. So if I have to write factors of x, it will be all y such that x by y is equals to a whole number. Correct? For example, factors of 12, if I need to find factors of 12, so it will be what? All numbers which divides 12 and gives out a whole number. So what will be those numbers? For example, 12 by 1 is 12, then 12 by 2 is 6. All these are whole numbers. Correct? 12, 6. Then similarly 12 by 3. Now let's say I do 12 by 5. What I get? I get 2.4. Now is this a whole number? No. So that is why 5 is not a factor of 12. Similar. So basically all y, factors of x includes all y such that x by y is equals to a whole number. This is factor. Then what is a multiple then? What is a multiple? Yeah, basically any number multiplied with a whole number gives its multiples. For example, what you know as tables. Correct? So let's say 2. Now 2 multiplied by whole number. So 2 ones are 2. Multiple of 2. 2 into 2. 4. 4 is a multiple of 2. 2 into 3. 6 is a multiple of all this. Correct? 2, 4, 6, like that. You go here. Basically what you are doing, you're taking a number, multiplying it with any whole number, you will get a multiple of that particular number. So these all are multiples of 2. One more space is left because I said multiplying by a whole number. 2 into 0 is 0. 0 is also a multiple of every number. Understood? So 0 is also a multiple of every number. You can put this as a note. Once you write multiple, any number multiplied with a whole number gives its multiple. Then write down 0 is a multiple of every number. 0 is a multiple of every number. Then another basic thing, you know something about long division method? Long division. Okay, so it works like this. If I have to, let's say, divide 712 by 3, then how do you go? This is goes 2 times minus 6, 1, then 1 will come down from here. कुछ याद आ रहा है? हाँ? Then this goes 3 times minus 9, 2, then you bring 2 down, becomes 22, and this goes 7 times minus 21. These are multiples of 3 that I am subtracting. Okay, so eventually you get to 1. Now what are these terms? That is important to us. So what is this called? This is called quotient. What is this called? This is called divisor. What is this? This is dividend. And what is this? This is remainder. Correct? One more basic equation that you might remember is dividend is equals to quotient into divisor plus remainder. Dividend, this is dividend, is equals to, this one is divisor, this is quotient, this is remainder. So dividend is equals to quotient into divisor plus remainder. If you try it here, so quotient is 237, 237 into 3. 237 into 3 will be what? 237 into 3. 7 3s are 21, 2 carry, 3 3s are 9 plus 1, 11, 1 carry, 3 2s are 6 plus 1, 7, 711. Then you add 1 remainder. So what you get? 712. So this is the basic form that you must remember. Dividend is equals to quotient into dividend plus remainder. Okay. Now, so one way of finding out divisibility, that is this particular number divisible by some other particular number, is using this long division method. And if remainder comes out to be 0, if remainder is equals to 0, the remainder is equals to 0, that means what? Number, or it means divisor divides the dividend completely. Okay, or divisor is a factor of the dividend if remainder comes out to be 0. Correct? If I divide 12 by 2, eventually I will get to remainder as 0. Why? Because 2 is a factor of 12. So whenever you take factors, you will get the remainder 0. So this can be one way, but of course this is a much longer way of getting to divisibility of different numbers. They will also give you very large numbers and then ask you, is this number divisible by, let's say, 11 or 13? So there are something called divisibility rules that will do this process much quicker, that we'll learn next. Okay, next. Divisibility rules. Now first thing is 1 का divisibility rule क्या है? 1 divides every number. Okay, so this divides every number. Then 2, what is the divisibility rule of 2? Even number. If this is even number, then what is even number? Beautiful, genius. Yeah, so basically the divisibility rule of 2 is the unit digit or the last digit is a multiple of 2. Now, what are the possibilities? If it is a multiple of 2 for the last digits, it can be 2, it can be 4, it can be 6, it can be 8. Can it be 10? It can be 0 also. Why? Because 0 is a multiple of every number. So these are the 5 possibilities of the last digit that you can have. When last digit is this, then it is called divisible by 2. Then इसी के भाई हैं 4 and 8, 16, all these 16 हटा दो, 4 and 8. Now what is the divisibility rule of 4? So just instead of last digit, last 2 digits. Is a multiple of 4. So it will start with 0 0 or 0 4, like this it will go till 96. Correct? 0 0 0 4, then 0 8. All these are multiples of 4. Last 2 digits have to be multiple of 4. So I go 8, 12, 16, 40, 44, 48, like this. Last would be 96. After that, what you will get? Again 100. So 00. Correct? So it goes like this. Then next is for 8. You are seeing the pattern. Last 1 digit. This was 2 power 1. This was 2 power 1. This is 2 power 2. This is 2 power 3. So last 3 digits is a multiple of 8. You understand? It will start with 000, then 008, and it will go on and on. Okay, understood? Similarly, I'm not writing, but you understand what will be the divisibility rule of 16? Last 4 digit being multiple of 16. That's it. Done? Okay. Then we come to divisibility rules for 3. What is that? Sum of digits is a multiple of 3. Correct? Similar is for 9. Sum of digits is a multiple of 9. Correct? This is 3, 9. Now, another way of getting to this is this. So let's say you have a number like this. You have to check the divisibility. Yeah, check divisibility for it. Divisibility for 3. It is divisible, correct? So one way of doing this is just adding all the numbers. First, let's try this. So 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 9, 12, 12 plus 6, 18, 18 plus 5, 23, 23 plus 4, 27, 27 plus 9, 36, 36 plus 4, 40, 40 plus 2, 42. Correct? Now, 42 again you can add. See, if you know 42 is divisible by 3, that's fine. Otherwise, you can still add it to get to a single digit. So 42 is 4 plus 2, that is 6. Now, is 6 a multiple of 3? Yes. So that means this also is divisible by 3. Now, this method you know, correct? Now, another method of doing this is just by something called create and cancel multiples of 3. Okay, if everything cancels out, then it is divisible. Okay, for example, I'll do it for this one. Copy. Yeah, so let's do it for this number. What I'll do, I will create and cancel out multiples of 3, because eventually that will be divided and gone. So 2 is not a multiple, but 2 plus 1, 3 is a multiple of 3. So I will create multiples like this and I will cancel this out. Is 9 a multiple? Yes, so cancel out. Then 6 also a multiple, cancel out. 5 is not a multiple, but 5 plus 4, 9 is multiple, cancel out. 9 also cancel out. 4 is not, but 4 plus 2, 6. 6 is a multiple, cancel. If everything cancels out, this gives you that it is divisible by 3. And if not, okay, if everything does not cancel out, then first thing it tells you that it is not divisible by 3. And the second thing that it does, it also gives you remainder. Okay, see how this works. So basically this number, let's say we have taken, let's take another number. Now let's say you have this number, just one number, last digit I have changed. Now if this asks you, is this number divisible by 3? So no, this is not divisible by 3. Now it asks you what is the remainder. So how you have to do, you just keep on cancelling out like we did there. So this cancel out, then this, then this, then this cancel out, then this. Now 4 plus 3 is 7. This is not getting cancelled out. What you can rather do, you can also cancel out this 3. What is remaining? 4. Now 4 is not getting cancelled out, but you can still get the remainder out of it. So you know, because it is not getting cancelled out completely, not divisible by 3. Now you divide whatever remains. So 4 remains. 4 you divide by 3. What you get? 1. So 1 is actually the remainder. So using this method, you can get to the remainder also. Okay, ये मैंने ऐसे लिखा, you just write it below like nicely. So basically you create and cancel multiples of 3. It also holds for 9. Create and cancel multiples of 9. Done? Then next. Next set. What is divisibility rule of 6? So basically it must be divisible, it must follow divisibility rule of 2 and divisibility rule of 3. Both it must follow. So if I give you 5, 4, 3, 1, 2. Okay, now is this divisible by 6? So what you have to check? First with respect to 2, other with respect to 3. Now with respect to 2, just by seeing only, you know, last digit is 2. 2 is a multiple. So of course this is done. Now for 3 I have to find. So how will I find? This I write here 5, 4, 3, 1, 2. So I will try to create multiples of 3. So 5 plus 4, 9, cancel out. Then 3 cancel out. 1 plus 2, 3 cancel out. Everything cancels out. That means 3 also divides it. Now if both of them divides it, implies 6 also divides it. Fine. Then next. Next set is divisibility rule of 5 and 10. What is it? Last digit is a multiple of 5 or last digit is 0 or 5. Correct? Here last digit is 0. This is the divisibility rule of 5 and 10. Correct? Now we'll do some PYQs. Yeah, try this question. This is from CSAT 2019. An 8-digit number, this leaves remainder 0 when divided by 3. Leaves remainder 0 means what? Divisible by, completely divisible by 3. Then do it. Option B, Bombay. Do it, do it. You know this is the number. Start creating multiples of 3 and cancelling them out. Then see what remains. Okay, done. What I have to do? I have to create multiples of 3. This is the number. Now, first thing is 4 or 2. Multiple of 3, cancel out. 5 is not, 2 is not, 7 is not. What do I create? See, you can create randomly, does not matter. So you can create this. 2 and 7 is 9, cancel out, does not matter. Then 5 and 4 together is 9. So I can cancel them out, 5 and 4. Then 6 is also a multiple of 3, cancel out. What remains? Only B remains. Correct? Only B is left. किसी ने B भी काट दिया क्या? हाँ? So B you cannot cancel out because you don't know the value of B. Now, what are the possible values of B becomes your question. Now, it says how many values of B are possible. Now, B can be what? Such that it is a multiple of 3. What are single digit multiples of 3? Of course, you must be seeing 3, 6, 9. One more. Some people forgot this 0. 0 is a multiple of every number. So if you have 0 here, then also this number is divisible, no? Correct. This is like 3330. Is it divisible by 3? Yes. Correct. It is just some number multiplied by 10. So how many possible values for B? 1, 2, 3, 4. Answer becomes C, 4. Fine. Then see, in number system, you will always find some fringe cases. For example, in divisibility, 0 will be that fringe case. In some other topic, some other thing will be a fringe case. Always be very careful about the fringe cases. When a question is framed, they also know that if somebody knows the concept, then also they check if you know if you're careful about the fringe cases or not. So always be careful. Okay, then do this one. Huh? D. Okay, let's see. Now, first of all, you see a question like this: a digit n greater than 3 is divisible by 3 but not divisible by 6. Which of the following, which one of the following is divisible by 4? Now, first thing is this: n is greater than 3. This is the first condition. It is divisible by 3 but not divisible by 6. That means most probably it is an odd number that is divisible by 3, because then it won't be divisible by 6. Correct? Now, in questions like these, you should not go the general way of taking a general element and then solving. Just immediately try to get to two values or at least one value which you think satisfies these conditions. These are called conditional identities. I think we have also seen this in some other chapter also. So in conditional identities, what we usually do, we try to pick some of the value that satisfies the given properties. Then we directly use it in options. That way it is quicker also, and you need not get into the real mathematics part of it. So first thing is n is greater than 3, divisible by 3, but not divisible by 6. Can you think of any number like this? 9. Correct. So 9 is a possible value of n. Correct? It's an odd number and divisible by 3. That's why not divisible by 6. So n is equals to 9, satisfying all the properties that is asked here. Then it asks which one of the following is divisible by 4. So if I put n is equals to 9 here, there is no restriction on this value. So it must satisfy all the options also, whatever result I want to get to. Now, if n is equals to 9, I need to check divisibility by 4. So it will be what? N is equals to 9, 2n is equals to 18. Is 18 divisible by 4? Then 3n. 3n will be what? 9 3s are 27. Correct? Is 27 divisible by 4? No. Then 2n plus 4 is 9 2s are 18, 18 plus 4, 22. Is 22 divisible? No. Then last is 3n plus 1. So this becomes 27 plus 1, 28. Is 28 divisible? Yes. Answer becomes D. Okay, one note I think I have made you write before also, that whenever you have to go through options successively, always start from the back end. That is, always start from D. This you have written, correct? Always remember this. If see, some questions are there where, most questions are where you have to solve the entire question, get to an answer, and then find if that is in the options. That is your normal way of doing it. But in some questions, what you do, you apply the same process in all the options. In those questions, what you have to do, just start with D. Most probably they also know that you start from here, so you eventually reach here. So you start from D, you will reach the answer quicker. That's it. Then next, See, two statements are given followed by two conclusions. These are your statements, and then you have conclusions. Do it. Okay. Yeah, both. Huh?
Is it only conclusion one?
Okay. What are you getting? A. How many people are getting A? Raise your hand. Okay. B, C, D. Okay. So let's see what it says. Statement is all numbers are divisible by 2, all numbers are divisible by 3. So it is talking about in its own set. So this is a set of numbers. In this world, all numbers are divisible by 2 also and 3 also. What this set will have? What kind of numbers it will have? That is divisible by 2 also, 3 also? Wouldn't it have 6 divisible by 2 also, 3 also? Then next number, what do you think? It will have 12 by 2 and 3 both. Then it will have 18. So you are understanding this will all be multiples of 6, because this is the divisibility rule of 6. Divisible by 2, divisible by 3. Conclusion 1, all numbers are divisible by 6. Yes, in this word we are getting multiples of 6. Then next is all numbers are divisible by 4. Is 18 divisible by 4? 6 divisible by 4? No. 4 has a completely different way of finding out is divisible by 4. So second statement is wrong. First is correct. Only conclusion 1 false. Done. Then shall we move forward? Yeah, do this one. C. C. B.
So B.
Okay. What are you getting? A, raise your hand. B, raise your hand. C, D, not necessarily true. Not necessarily true. Now, both these numbers are divisible by 5. Now, what you need to learn in this question is how you take values. Okay. Now, one way of doing this is using just pure mathematics. That is, you write two numbers are divisible by 5. So you write them as, like we learned for even numbers 2n we write. So divisible by 5. What are the two numbers? 5a and 5b. And then you start solving it. But that is not a very good way. What we'll be doing is taking some values or some examples and then solving it. Okay. Now, How do you take, this is a very important skill that you will develop over time for different questions, that how you take those examples. Okay, because how you take those test cases is very important for you to determine the answer. Now here, what should be my test cases? I need to take two numbers that are divisible by 5, so I can take it as 5 and 10, correct? I can also take it as, let's say, 5 and 20, correct? These two are fine. I can also take it as 10 and 20. I can also take it as 5 and 15. Now, which two should I choose? Usually we have to choose two of them to check. Which two should I choose? Let's say I choose one, this. Then the other should be what? The other should be 5 and 15. Why so? Because you are trying to take different cases. Here you are taking 10, so you get last digit as 0. Here you get last digit as 5. So basically you have taken two different cases. Now choosing which case to take is very important. Some people, what they will do in most questions, they take very similar two cases and say, sir मेरा तो दोनों में यही आया, तुम लेते ही खराब values हो, तो how you will get the right answer? So choosing the extreme values is very important. So when you are choosing the test cases, always be very careful that are my test cases sort of covering the entire possibilities. This is a very important thing. Always check if your test cases are covering all possibilities. Now, if you check 5 and 10 and 5 and 15, now, which of these is necessarily true? Now, let's see, r minus s is divisible by 5. Of course, if you take this is 5, this is 10, both are divisible by 5. Then if you take c also, r into s is divisible by 25. Of course, 50 and 75, both are divisible by 25. Why you will get this? Because one is divisible by 5, other is also divisible by 5. 5a into 5b will give you 25ab, correct? So that is of course divisible. Then last is r square into s square is divisible by 5. Of course, if r and s is divisible, their squares multiplication, more 5s you are getting. So this is also correct. This is incorrect. R plus s is divisible by 10. This is not necessarily true. See, for this one, r plus s is what? 15. For this one, it is 20. So this is the divisible by 10, but this is not. So that's why this is not necessarily true. The question asked which of the following is not necessarily true. So answer becomes B. Understood? Write down a note. Whenever we take test cases, whenever we take test cases, whenever we take test cases, it must cover all possibilities. It must cover all possibilities. It must cover all possibilities. Then divisibility is, do this one, do this one. This is 2023. This went viral on Twitter. Why? Because it says 9-digit number has to be multiplied by 9-digit number. Then sum of digits is asked. So for usually for people it seemed like too difficult for CSAT. So it went viral. It is nothing question. You just need to apply your brain a little and see the options carefully. '81. Okay. Hmm. Got it? Okay. Now see. The question says that 9 times they have written 1. Okay, so that is like this: 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. धीरे धीरे 1 खराब होता जा रहा है. 1 1 1 9 times. This multiplied by 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Correct? So this and this gets multiplied. Then you get to some number, some very big number you will get. Some very big number and you will get. It is asking you, the question is asking you sum of digits of n, and they gave you 4 options. Now what were the options? Tell me the options. 64, 81, 100 and 80. Okay, now see. So basically if you see, silent, if you see this number is divisible by 9. Can you see why? Because sum of digits here is 111. You add them, you add 1 9 times, what you get? Sum of digits is equals to 9. That means this is divisible by 9. Similarly, this is the same number. So here also sum of digit is equals to 9. So this is also divisible by 9. Now, you learnt one thing yesterday, that for even numbers, how we write it? We usually write even numbers as 2n. Why we write it as 2n? Because every even number, for example, you take 18 or 16, it can be written in 2n form, that you take 2 out and then it can be written like this. So this becomes 2 into 9 and 2 into 8. Correct? Similarly, if these numbers are divisible by 9, can I write them in this form? 9n into 9n. Correct? Because they are divisible by 9. Like I write even numbers like this, 2n. I write it 9n and 9n. If I multiply both of them, what I'll get? Whatever I get, understand one thing, that whatever I get here, if this is a multiple of 9, this is also a multiple of 9. Whatever I get as n, this also must be a multiple of 9. Correct? That you can see from here also, because it is 81 n square, it is clearly a multiple of 9. So you take two numbers that are multiple of 9. For example, you take 18 and let's say 27, or 18 and 27. If you multiply them both, what do you think? Whatever is the product will be divisible by 9, because this was divisible, this was divisible. Their product also will be divisible. Now, if this is so, then whatever is the product, that is n, must be a multiple of 9. It is asking you sum of digits of this. Now, if n is multiple of 9, also sum of digits is of n is asked, then if this is a multiple of 9, then it means sum of digits of n is a multiple of 9. Does you understand? If this is a multiple of 9, sum of digits of n must be a multiple of 9. ये तो rule है, divisibility rule of 9, correct? So if this is so, just look at the options. Which of them is giving you sum of digits as a multiple of 9? 4 plus 6 is 10. Is this multiple of 9? No. Then this is 9. This is a multiple of 9, correct? But we must check all others also. So 100. So this is 1, not a multiple of 9. This is 88, not a multiple of 9. So by option elimination only, you can get to that there is only one possibility, which is dividing 9. So answer becomes B, that is 81. Okay. Yes, we'll find that. We'll find that. We'll find the proper process also. This is just we have got by options. We'll understand what will be the exact number. Okay. Next thing. You understood this, everybody? Okay. So this is what was required from you in the exam hall in 2023. Now, when I was teaching this, like last year also, then also what we learnt about how you really multiply them and get to the answer. There is also a method to get to the answer of that also. Now in 2025, they asked the same question, n square is equals to something something, and this time you cannot go through the options. This time you needed to know the process. So that is how they usually progress. So first they introduce a concept. This was introduction of the concept of multiplication of numbers like this. You can do it using trick also. Then you will get to, then they will give a more difficult question on this, which requires better understanding of it. Okay. So actually what they asked in 2025 was number of digits in n. Number of digits in n. Now that you cannot tell unless you know the number. Number of digits they asked, not the sum of digits. Huh? 17. Why 17? Number of digits in n. Yeah. So there is a method how you get to the multiplication of this. So basically you're multiplying both of these and then triple one, triple one, triple one, and what you get using this. So there is a proper form using which you can get to it. Okay. Now we learned that method how you get to this. Next thing maybe just asking the entire number. So basically you just learn the process once. Now see. Yeah. So see this pattern. Okay. Eleven into 11 is 1 to 1. Now triple one into triple one is, see, let's just multiply it. Triple one into triple one will be what? 1 multiplied by all three of them. Then cancel. Then 1 cross 1 1 1. then 2 crosses 1 1 1. ये तो आता है ना multiplication. So this is 1, then 2, then 3, then 2, then 1. So what you got? 1 2 3 2 1. Can you see a pattern? Correct. Now you see here there are repetition of 1 twice. 1 is repeated twice here, then you go till 2. So 1 2 and then you go back to 1. Now here 1 is repeated thrice, so you go till 1 2 3, then 3 2 1. Next would be, next if I have to go, so it will be 1 1 1 1 into 1 1 1 1. So this will go till 1 2 3 4, then 3 2 1. Understood? Okay, so then in 2025 they asked, so you get to the, they asked again this multiplied by twice, or just simply I'm writing square. Now what will be the answer to this? It will go till 9. So this will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, then 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. This will be your answer. Understood? So this should be your answer. You can count the numbers, you can get the numbers, whatever you want. This is just a pattern that is being followed. Okay. If you want, you can write the question also. Question came in a bit different way. Question came like this. Okay, this is easier to understand, so I have taken like this. So they gave the value of n square, and then they asked number of digits in n. Okay, and the answer of course becomes 9. Same thing, just instead of giving you n, now they gave you n square, and then asked you how many digits in n. Okay. Huh? Oh, no. It can come in different form. Got it, everyone? Fine. Yeah, do this one. Easy. That diagram we had drawn. What do you think? Yeah. Which do you think is wrong? Second is wrong. Every real number is a rational number. That is wrong. Remember that diagram? Real is the last thing that you know. So answer becomes 1, 3, 4. That is B. Then do this one. Do it, everyone. Okay. Done, everyone? A, raise your hand. A. Okay. B, C, D. Okay. So everybody has got this wrong. Okay. What it says, for what value of n the sum of digits is 10 and 10 power n plus 1 is 2. Now see, first thing, 10 power n plus 1, the sum of digits will be 2 when. Now understand, whatever power of 10 if I take, so this becomes, let's say I take 10 power 1, so this becomes 10 plus 1 11, sum of digits is 2. If I take 10 square plus 1, this is 100 plus 1 101, still sum of digits is 2. बेसिकली ये क्या देगा, ये ऐसा ऐसा कुछ देगा, करेक्ट. इफ यू ऐड 1 इवेंचुअली you will have ऐसा ऐसा कुछ and 1, so sum of digits will always be 2, correct. So you understand, for all numbers that you can think of, natural numbers, this will hold true. Now what the first statement says, for n is equals to 0, 0 only, wrong. Now let's check n is equals to 0 also. So for n is equals to 0, this becomes what? 10 power 0 plus 1. 10 power 0 is what? 1. 1 plus 1 is what? So this is also sum of digits. Sum of digits is 2 for 0 also. That means n is equals to 0 is also possible. Now let's take any other number rather than 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say I pick n is equals to 1 by 2. Then what will happen? This will become 10 power 1 by 2 plus 1. This will be what? Root 10 plus 1. This will be some irrational ganda sa number. Correct? So that is not sum of digits is equals to 2. That you understand. Also, if you take any negative number, for example, you took n is equals to minus 1. So then this becomes 10 power minus 1 plus 1. So this becomes 1 by 10 plus 1. This is a fraction. What sum of digits do? Correct? Sum of digits 2 makes no sense. So this is also wrong. So that means negative is not possible. Any random fraction number, this is not possible. So option D, for any real number and wrong. Because 1 by 2 ke liye, this is not holding. It is not holding for 1 by 2. Then for any positive integer n only, this is also wrong. Why? Because it holds for n is equals to 0 also. N is equals to 0 is again the fringe case that you must not miss. So answer is B, for any whole number n, because whole number includes all the positive integers as well as n is equals to 0. Okay, so answer becomes B. Anybody who has got B? किसी का आया था B? Okay, so answer will be for any whole number n. Always look for 0, 1. All these are fringe cases. Always look for them. Okay. Then do this. This so you would know. Which of them is equal in value? 2 and 3. Correct. So if anybody does not know this, so n power 0, n may be any number, is always equals to 1. Okay, 0 power n is always equals to 0. Similarly, 1 power n is also equal to 1. Any number. Now it says which of them are equal. So this is equal to 4 only. So this is equal to 4. Next is 1 power 4 is 1. 4 power 0 is 1. 0 power 4 is 0, which is equal 2 and 3. So answer becomes 2 and 3 only. By the way, what is 0 power 0? This is not different. Okay, so here n is not equal to 0. Okay, for all other numbers it holds. First this one. Yeah. Second case, 0 power n. Yeah, same thing. Okay, so it holds for on all n except when n is equals to 0, because 0 power 0 is not defined. Okay, that's it for today. Ow. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Because we had already